back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I'm your host, Lord Cuss-a-Lot Travis Porter, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Mar the motherfucking Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mar?
I'm surviving. I'm good. We had an earthquake in New York today.
Yeah, I heard the ground was moving up there and shit. Like,
Harlem was shaking.
basically, and you're doing all right though. Everybody's good. Everybody's all set and in place. Nobody's missing.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah,
one's
no,
missing.
no long forgotten creatures of the past have come up from underneath the ground and snatched anybody up or anything. Nothing like that happened.
No, but Twitter did hypothesize that Godzilla was awakening somewhere.
Okay,
Because that
okay.
because that's the only thing that would explain an earthquake in the New York, New Jersey tri-state area.
I was looking for some kind of explanation because what the fuck, bro?
I have no idea. All I know is you're familiar, we have the subway system, but the subway by me is above ground in this part of the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
So when everything started going on, I had to sit I brushed it off at first, like for like half of a second to be like, oh, that's just the train running underground. And it was like, wait a second.
Train doesn't run underground here.
And I was just like, this is way too, because so we've also had like other weird weather up here. Like it was raining 2 days ago, Wednesday, I think it was, or Tuesday or Wednesday, and it was like torrential, like just not like torrential, like it wasn't downpouring, but it just kept raining all day. And
Mm-hmm.
like towards the end of the day, no, it was Wednesday. There was like thunder, there was lightning, like throughout the night. I would be like, is this thunder or is this a train pulling in? And so like today, because you could kind of casually hear rumbling, I was like, oh, that must be the train pulling in. And I was like, that sounds different from the train. And it was just a lot to take in.
I see.
I have I haven't experienced an earthquake since 2011, when there was that one in Virginia that was felt all the way up to New York, and I was in Pennsylvania at the time.
Mm.
I'm
I've never
experiencing
experienced an
earthquakes.
earthquake, so I wouldn't know.
I'm
I don't know
experiencing
what
earth.
I'd do if the ground started moving wherever I was at. So, well, I don't, that's not true because when I lived in Chicago, it wasn't an earthquake, but there was this rock quarry nearby, and they used to, blow shit up in that rock quarry, all the time. And when they did that, the ground was shake because dynamite. But nothing outside of that. It's always fun when people would come to our house and don't know that happens, and then that would happen. The house was shaking shit, and they'd be tripping. Like, nah, it's just the quarry, man. It's all right.
My mom also lived near a quarry, like down the block, like
Mm-hmm.
from the quarry, and I don't think I've ever heard that shit going off or doing anything.
Yeah. They were down in there. They blow shit up, and when they do, everything shakes. There was a baseball field even closer to the quarry than my house, and I was out there for baseball practice one day, and they blew shit up at the quarry, and things were shaking while we were in baseball practice, and I'm just like looking around at the other players, like, because like, oh, y'all don't live around here, so you don't know.
All of them ducking and covering on the
All
ground,
kind
and
of shit was happening. Yeah. Some of them just stood there and like didn't know what to do. Some of them ran. I don't know where they were running to. Some of them yeah, the ground's moving over there too. Like, I don't know where you think you're going.
right, like it does that sometimes.
Yeah. But Mara, what you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing?
I went to go see. Uh, I saw Godzilla. Speaking
Okay.
of, on Friday, I enjoyed it. Um, really good. I felt like they left a lot of action towards the end. I feel like after rewatching like um Godzilla versus Kong and Kong Godzilla King of the Monsters and all like for like days like together, and then I got to this and it was like we're gonna slow pace it, like we're not gonna really explain what's going on until it starts happening.
Yeah, that's the one that you just watched was the one that's from Japan, though, right?
I guess so. Not
Because
Godzilla -1.
okay, so that's not what you went to see. You went to see, oh, you saw the one with the pink shit and the
Yeah, where
yeah,
Godzilla's
gotcha.
now pink.
Yeah.
They
Well,
explained why he was pink because some people I saw that people were like confused, like why does this nigga keep changing color every fucking movie?
he went Super Saiyan or some shit, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but what else? Watch this week's episode of X-Men. Started a new show with Chris called Resident Alien. It's like a show that was originally on Sci-Fi.
Mara,
Yes.
I told you about this show weeks ago, but keep going.
Well, we started it. We didn't start it then.
I know,
Oh.
but it was just like I'm like, are you explaining this to me or
To anyone else who's listening?
like, I know what the show is about. Yeah.
But yes, I mean, so we started that. It's funny. It kind of keeps me on my toes of like what's gonna happen next. Like
Yeah, the first you watching it on Netflix or on Peacock?
Netflix.
Okay, the first 2 seasons are on Netflix. The third season's on Peacock. Technically, all 3 seasons are on Peacock, but you know they were putting the most recent episodes up on Peacock. The season finale was actually a couple nights ago for season 3.
Oh, okay. So it's still a show that's on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cause yeah, I saw the 2 seasons and I saw it had started like a couple years back, and I was like, damn it, this man's getting me on a show that like is gonna end probably abruptly.
No, it's still going. The season finale was just a couple nights ago. We watched it last night.
Okay. Here we go. Well, it's nice to know that there's at least 3 seasons that he doesn't blow the earth up.
I didn't say that.
Or kill all the humans. Oh.
I didn't say that either.
Well, I'd like to assume since there's more than one season. So I've been continuing the progress on my new save.
In The Sims.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've made, I think, like, how many households did I make for this? Because I had to do a document to keep all my stuff organized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have like five initial families, all different makeups and backgrounds. We have a same-sex family. We have a single parent household. We have a young
same-sex family. You mean just the parents?
Yeah,
or
the same-sex
everybody?
couple, I should say.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, is did you like exclusively make this house all female? No
All
males
female.
allowed in this house at all. No females allowed in this house at all.
Any babies that come in will clearly be science babies. How does this keep getting closed where I can't open it?
I don't know. I didn't close it.
That's the weird part. I closed it. So how am I closing it tighter than my own strength can reopen it?
I don't know. Close it better.
This happened to me last night too, and I had to have Chris open it, and even he struggled to open it, so I don't get it. We'll be thirsty for this hour. So yeah, we have a same-sex couple. We have a single parent household. We have a young couple with no kids. I made one white family that's very white. I mean, very right wing.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious to see how they will interact with the other families. No, I have 6 households. I'm sorry, and then I have like a biracial couple with a family.
Do they live next door to the very white right wing people?
That'd be even better. I'm probably going to do it that way. I'm probably going to put them all on a. There's a neighborhood within the game that has no buildings in it, like on any of the lots. So I'm probably just going to line them all up. So I haven't gotten to the houses part because I have very specific ideas of what I want their living environments to be like. So we're making some headway. And then also Marvel Snap has started a new season.
Okay. Anything else?
I feel like every week there's something I wanted to tell you that I watched and I don't remember it until like days later. But that we'll just go with that from there.
Okay. Well, for me, we, in addition to a lot of finales we actually did in this past week, the Three Body Problem, we finished the first season of that on Netflix. Very satisfying is not the way I put the ending for that season. It was very appropriate, I'll say. Leaves you wanting more, but closed enough stuff up, you know? So happy with that. We also watched that is it Snyder? Rebel Moon movie that came out on Netflix at the end of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, we went ahead and watched that. If you give me a second, I can remember what it's about. I don't remember. Fuck. It wasn't even like I didn't like the movie either. Like, what the fuck was the movie about? Hold on.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah, hold on. Part 2 is coming out in a little while. Right.
Child of Fire.
Really? Yeah, gathering rebels on the moon to fight against the evil empire and shit. Old dude from Sons of Anarchy's in it.
Jax?
Yeah, Jax.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was a fun watch. Looking forward to the second part. I think that's coming out this month or next month, something like that. So looking forward to that. Also, this anime I came across.
Forget the name of that.
The Rising of the Shield Hero. That's what it's called. Took a second for me to like, what the fuck is the name? Because I was just gonna say Shield Hero. I'm like, no, that's not the whole thing, but that's what I call it.
That's not right.
The Rising of the Shield Hero. That's what we've been watching that. We finished the first season of that, and we working our way through it. It's a really good one. It's basically these 4 people. You're only following one, but 4 of these people, like, you know, late teens, early 20s, you know, my early 20s. I mean, the oldest one I think might be 21. And 4 of them are transported to this world that's just like an MMORPG, but for these people, it's a real world. And there are 4 heroes. There's the spear hero, the sword hero, the bow hero, and the shield hero. And the shield hero is like that class in a video game that nobody really wants to play because it's just, you know, it's all just you're able to block shit and support others, like, you know, like the healers in games and shit. Like a lot of people don't want to play them, and they're like, that class sucks and all that shit. So this dude is the shield hero, and he's just basically shunned the whole time. They're shitting on him so much, and like not even just to make fun of him kind of way. Like they do some real fucked up shit to this dude. But it's him overcoming that and actually becoming a hero and all that kind of stuff. It's a good one. I also picked up my Switch again recently. I hadn't played that thing in forever, but I'm like, I feel like playing on my Switch. You know? So a couple nights ago, I picked it up, played some Mario Kart because I realized I hadn't played the new courses that came out a while ago. So I'm like, oh, I'll do that. So I hopped on there and did that. Surprising no one, I still got it. I'm still a bad motherfucker in Mario Kart.
My Switch had an unfortunate accident. Still works.
No.
It was in my bag with a cup, and I was running for the train, so the cup shook and got in everything. But I feel like I thoroughly wiped it down. But I don't like that you can't turn off the Switch.
What do you mean you can't turn it off?
Like you can't fully power it off. Like when I take it off the charger, there's no just like shut down feature. It just stays on, and then the battery just dies again.
There's a power button on top of it.
Yeah, that just puts it to sleep.
What else do you want to do?
I want it to shut down, preserve battery.
I guess.
Like my phone.
Just put your shit on the charger, bro. Like
I'm just saying, like, even if I don't touch it, like if it's just sitting for like an
sitting
afternoon,
where?
just sitting like on my coffee table or
Put it on the charger. You're at home.
at all times. That's not gonna hurt the battery. It's gonna
No.
have it.
The days of that are long gone, Mara. Maybe that's still a thing for iPhones, but no, that's not a thing anymore.
Why you gotta always come at iPhones like that for?
I was only saying that because I don't know if that's still a thing for iPhones. I know it's not a thing for us anymore. Like that's not a thing.
I'd be like, take that shit off the charger before it get used to being on it. Then it's always gonna be like, you're not gonna plug me in.
No, it's
shaking like a little Pomeranian fresh out of a bathtub.
no. I've had my Switch since I think like right after they came out, and it's been it's fine. Those of you who are only listening right now, not watching, Mara's still struggling to open this bottle. I'm not fully convinced that she's not turning it the wrong way. I'm gonna assume that she's not, but
righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Do the little on top of it.
But it's already been open.
So
this much juice in.
I hear you.
Anywho, we can keep moving. I'm gonna violently suffer.
I guess. Anyway, those of you who are here, thank you so much for being here. And know that you can watch us live if you're not watching us live. And the way to do that is you go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. If you go there, you can subscribe to us. And there's a really good way to do it for free. You know what you do? You use Prime Gaming. You know how you get Prime Gaming? What you do is you take your Twitch account, you take your Amazon Prime account, put them together, fusion, and you got Prime Gaming. That gives you a free subscription on Twitch every month, along with other perks like games and other things and looting games and all that kind of stuff.
And they just announced a whole bunch of free stuff that they just put on it for like Amazon Gaming and Epic Games.
Yeah, they did. I used to play those a lot. I just don't have the time anymore. Gave me a chance to try this stuff out. I use what they call it, Luna, where you just we can stream the games. It's good. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You go there, you can subscribe for the free. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit that subscribe button. And what else you can do? Next to that subscribe button is a little bell. And hanging from that bell is a little bean. You know what I want you to do? I want you to flick that bean. If you do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop something new, all that good stuff. Again, for free. And another place you can watch us is on Matt's favorite place, and let's be honest, most of our favorite place, on Pornhub, pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. You go there, you get all our stuff there. Now, if you want to support us financially, the best way to do that is on Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. You go there, and just for $1, you get a lot of our extra shit. You know, we got Multiverse with myself and this lovely lady, Mara the Shark Watkins. We're going through a lot of animated comic book movies. We just did Batman Under the Red Hood. Coming up, we got Batman Hush. That's going to be a good time because those are both really
that is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Also, you get Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter, who is not here with us today, but I want to make sure I give him a shout out because today is that man's birthday. Happy birthday to the Warden Matt Ritter. Everybody slide in his DMs, mention him on Twitter, all that good stuff, and tell that man happy birthday.
That was great timing. It's like I'm lighting this up for him.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, Matt. You old bitch.
But
he's so lucky I don't get to be around Zoe. Cause I definitely would have her be like, happy birthday, daddy. You old bitch. in her little voice. Let me stop. Yeah. And Kate won't want to be my friend.
Mara, I think it's that time.
Is it what I think it is?
It's newsy time.
Newsy time. If you ask my boyfriend, he'd be like, it's dick time.
Huh?
That's the phrase I've been hearing all week. It's dick time.
It's dick time? Oh, okay.
That's why I have to be sure now when I answer. Do I know what time it
is. That's special, Mara. That's special.
Hey.
I want to kick things off with a little differently than the way I normally like to. I normally don't like to start us off with a trailer, but
just for me, since it's you and me today.
Yeah, let's go with that. It's out the way. This was one I saw it yesterday, and I'm like, what?
Oh,
So
I'm scared now.
let's check this out. You should be.
Oh shit. I purposely have been avoiding.
Bambi, the Reckoning.
Did you press play? Oh, okay.
You have a shot there.
No. Have you?
Yeah. Once.
Not once. Well, at least it's the white guy. Maybe they'll leave the black guy alone.
We can only hope.
Yes.
Bitch. That was Bambi the Reckoning, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess I'll just say, as someone who hasn't seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, wow. I didn't know.
I haven't seen that one either.
I didn't know what to expect, and I don't think I expected that, but here we are.
Have you seen the original Bambi?
Of course.
Okay. You can't. Don't of course me. I don't know what you've seen, child. All right.
I feel like of all the necessary Disney classics to have seen, I've seen them all, except for Song of the South. But I mean, that's an argumentative, not necessary Disney.
Oh, that's not necessary at all.
But like I find it's rare that there is a Disney classic that I have not seen.
Okay.
I want to say Bambi was probably one of the first few I do have core memory of.
Mm-hmm.
Watching that shit on VHS, the big plastic folder thing it came in,
big old cases that they had,
that never stayed intact because they crushed as you kept taking the VHS out and slamming it in there and taking it out and slamming it back in.
I mean, if you close your shit properly, probably wouldn't happen, but you know.
I was 4. What do you expect from me?
I mean, not much, because you still can't close shit properly, because now you can't open the bottles you close. So it's just, you know.
Well, at least I got it open. Well, I mean, Chris got it open.
But did you? Did you get it open? Is that what happened?
I asked for help, which got it open.
Anyway, Mara, what's your topic?
Frankenstein. I'm joking. So I didn't know this was a thing coming out. There's a film coming out. It's about Frankenstein's monster.
I think it's about his bride, because I think the movie's called The Bride.
Okay, you're right. Because I'm looking at the title and I was like, no. Is it Frankenstein's monster? Okay, but so The Bride. I didn't realize this was coming out because like all the classic monster movies are making a comeback again. Mm-hmm. I.e. The Mummy, and now we're going into what is coming out soon. Well, The Crow's not a monster, but The Crow is coming back, and then they're also doing Nosferatu, which I think comes out either later this year or next year. But now I didn't know
about that one.
It's there's a lot of people in that one. I'll tell you about that one later. But So The Bride, we got a first look at Christian Bale as Frankenstein in Maggie Gyllenhaal. Is it Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal?
I've gone with Gyllenhaal, but I don't know.
Movie. So
I've never met her, so I don't think she cares how I say her name.
You're right. I'm excited to see this, see how this turns out, because Christian Bale is one of those actors that will literally change his whole body for a role, and I want to see, will he actually cut his scalp off? And then Christian's like to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see, will
it's
he actually
fitting
cut
because
his
you're
scalp off?
ridiculous.
Will he cut his scalp off? Put like,
He won't,
or
but
like, or just cut along here so he could just actually put stitches in? He might.
he won't. Like,
The Bride, Maggie Gyllenhaal's long-awaited riff on The Bride of Frankenstein is looming, and today the internet has its first look at Christian Bale in his role as Frankenstein. The image, like recent takes on
Frankenstein's monster.
you right. See? Are they already messing it up?
Yeah, I mean it's comicbook.com writing it up that way.
You right. Shame on you, Russ
Even the
Burling.
title of the thing, like first look at Christian Bale's Frankenstein. No, that's not who Christian Bale is. So who was this? Yeah, Russ Burlingame. Do better. Also, shout out to you for writing this article, though. But
thank
do
you.
better.
Yeah. I think the image, like recent takes on the Joker and the Crow, has prominent tattoos featured in his character design, although isn't quite as much of a departure here as it was for somebody like Joker, especially since Frankenstein's monster, I will say, by his nature, has a lot body modifications.
Like how they put ahem in the actual article.
Yes. So this is our first look.
Mm-hmm.
The stitches and staples plus some scarring remain intact in the Bale version, so it's not too likely that there will be a lot of fans complaining online this time. Was there a version that was not true?
I don't know. The internet does internet stuff all the time, and I've lost track of all the weird shit and all the things that people get mad about and complain about. So
You're right. The only thing I'll ever really remember is Sonic, because that changed the entire course and trajectory of an entire movie franchise.
yeah, it was a change for the better. So
Oh yes, for sure. It's just you don't
the
forget.
original image actually didn't even bother me as much as it bothered a lot of people, though. It was one of those things where it's just like, okay, this is what Sonic looks like now. That's weird, but okay. But
Right, he looks ugly, but okay.
like, how's the movie? It's just. But then they changed him, like, oh yeah, I mean that does look better. Okay, fine.
Gyllenhaal is set to direct, write, and produce the film. Jessie Buckley stars as the titular bride of Frankenstein's monster. Given the exclamation point in the bride's title treatment, it seems like it might be leaning into an old Hollywood classic aesthetic, but that's a big leap considering how little we know. It's really the only thing that they do know is that it's a lonely Frankenstein travels to 1930s Chicago to seek the aid of Dr. Euphronius in creating a companion for himself. The two reinvigorate a murdered young woman, and the bride is born. She is beyond what either of them intended, igniting a combustible romance, the attention of the police, and a wild and radical social movement. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Bride is currently set to release October 3rd, 2025. Oh, I just thought I was going to say, this kind of reminds me of that movie that came out, I think, closer to Halloween, or over the holidays, Lisa Frankenstein. And I was like, oh, maybe that's the Frankenstein's monster that everyone was so blah about. Because he kind of just looked like he was pulled out of a swamp.
Okay. I did not see that.
I didn't see it either. I think that's on Peacock.
Yeah, there are lots of things on Peacock I still need to see that I haven't yet. I still haven't watched Cocaine Bear. It's one of those that's just still there, and it's just like I don't know how this happened. I forgot it was there. I started watching other shit, and then It like
still
literally just
haven't
occurred to
watched-
me just now that I still haven't watched Cocaine Bear.
I still haven't watched Fast 10.
Well, I stopped watching Fast
Your
franchises a long time
stomach
ago.
made it
So
sound the second I said that.
you said what?
Your stomach made it sound the second I
Oh,
said
really?
yeah, but I know I gotta finish that series.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't watched a Fast movie since 6, maybe 5.
Were they in Brazil?
I don't know.
Oh,
Does that matter?
I mean, I could tell you which one it was.
I mean, like what I'm saying is like, was that integral to the plot of the movie?
Yes, because most of that movie was in Brazil.
Oh, then probably not.
Okay.
I don't remember. The Rock was in it, I know that, but
Okay, that narrows it down.
I think it was the one when they were dragging the safes through the street.
Oh yeah, that was that's 5
Okay.
in Brazil.
Okay. Yeah, that's the last one I saw.
Some may argue that was probably the last good one.
Okay, so I stopped at the right time. All right.
Well, because I feel like the 6th one is that side one that Hobbs and Shaw did, or it's I think that might
I
be
think
the
that's a
last
separate thing. I don't think they call that. I don't think they consider that Fast 6. I think there was one where Shaw came back though, and it was
Yeah. He came back for the 6th one. Oh, 6th one was I think the last one with Brian O'Connor.
when he died.
I think he died after this one.
Okay.
Yeah. This Fast and Furious 6 is the last film in the franchise released in Paul Walker's lifetime. Yeah, the next one I think 6 was the one with, is that the one with I feel like Shaw comes back in that one, but I can't remember.
I don't know. However, like I mentioned earlier, you can get this show. Well, I didn't mention this earlier, but you can get this show and our other shows ad-free if you watch us on patreon.com/Creatia World, along with a lot of other, good perks and goodies and all that kind of stuff. However, you're not watching us live right now. So I think you all need to see an ad.
I mean, they are watching us live.
Tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. And we are back. Let's
Our ad breaks are better than YouTube's ad breaks alone.
Yeah, I concur.
It's only seconds.
Got another trailer here for us.
Ooh.
Power World got some new stuff coming out, so let's check that out.
Power.
This in. So that's Belle Noire.
Fierce.
Ooh.
Pokemon with guns.
Here's the thing. This is one of those where, like, when I first started this, and even on paper, like, this is right up my alley. Like, I fucking love this. But the problem is, so much of it is just the survival game shit, where it's get resources and build this thing. Now you need resources to get this thing, and it got so tedious, and I was just I was over it within a couple weeks. Like, it was just. Like, if most of the game was this stuff that we were seeing here, I'd probably be more into it. But the core of the game is just something I just
don't want to do.
It just wasn't fun to me,
I get it.
Like, I got tired of chopping down trees and shit,
Yeah, it kind of like that sounds like how I felt when I was trying out the Lego in Fortnite.
Yeah, same
and
thing.
It was just like, no, if I wanted to do this, I can just do this in The Sims and make it a challenge.
Yeah. My thing with that too, like with Fortnite, it was just like you could have done so much better with it. You could have just let me get in here and build Lego shit. Like, that's all you really had to do. You didn't have to overthink this. Give me some Lego pieces and a world to walk around and exist in and just build Lego shit in. Just give me that. What is all this other shit? You didn't have to do that. Like,
what's all this? I gotta go find water and I gotta go find wood.
I don't need that in my Lego, like, at all. My topic of the day, though, Disney's getting more evil. All right. They're going the way of Netflix, Mara. We knew this before, but we got some more definitive timelines on this. So the Disney Plus password sharing crackdown starts in June. This article comes from The Verge by Emma Roth. Disney Plus already has rules in place to prevent subscribers from sharing their passwords, but now we have an idea when it will start making users pay to share them. In an interview on CNBC, Disney CEO Bob Iger says the company plans on, quote, launching our first real foray into password sharing in June. Iger says the rollout will start in, quote, just a few countries in a few markets, end quote, before expanding to all subscribers in September. Disney's anti-password sharing rules initially went into effect for new subscribers on January 25th and were rolled out to existing members on March 14th. Netflix became the first streaming service to crack down on password sharing in 2023, as it began charging users an extra $7.99 per month to add an extra viewer outside their household.
Bitch.
Yeah. During an earnings call in February, Disney's chief financial officer, Hugh Johnston, confirmed that subscribers, quote, suspected of improper sharing, end quote, will see a prompt to sign up for their new subscription this summer. Subscribers will also be able to add members outside of their household for an additional fee, in quotes. But Disney still hasn't provided any details on how much this will cost. The combined Disney Plus and Hulu app launched late last month as part of Disney's attempt to nudge more subscribers towards its lucrative streaming bundle. Not only does the newly merged app incorporate content across both services, but it also combines your watch history to better inform recommendations. We feel great about the engagement of those Disney subs who are not getting Hulu, who are now watching more programs that were on Hulu, including Shogun, Iger tells CNBC. We have increased engagement. We need the technology tools to lower churn, create more stickiness. It's things like recommendation engines, getting to know our customers better. As pointed out by David Pierce, Disney is also working to, quote, unify identity so that who you are on the Hulu app is connected to who you are on Disney Plus and ESPN and your cable box. A vital tool for password sharing crackdown. Iger has big plans for the company's streaming business, including streaming-only version of ESPN, and says it will achieve profitability by the end of this fiscal year. Paid sharing will likely help further this goal. I'm a bit more concerned about this one on Disney's behalf because I don't know if they got the streaming juice for this like Netflix does, you know?
Yeah.
But if they
I
time
will.
it right, if they do it like, you know, right when like a new Star Wars series is coming out or something like that, and people like willing to do it so they can watch that and keep them on, kind of like how Netflix did with The Witcher last year.
Yeah.
It might work out for them. But fuck you. All right.
Essentially. Like, I was watching a video by Vox earlier today, and it was talking about streaming has become so expensive now. Like, what now? Like, the whole point was to be cheaper than cable.
Yeah.
Ad free, easier to access. Then, you know, they made it on the go.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're just like, we're paying as much as we would pay for cable.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a thing now where you kind of just rotate through these streaming services of what you have when, you know, because just keeping them all really is gonna stop being an option because people can't afford it.
They were showing like all these studies about you know, how there's a trend of, you know, people and you're familiar of it, like, you know, people who will cancel you know, or pause or suspend their subscription to one for a certain period of time to do a different one because there's something on there that they'd rather spend their time doing. So like I'm just seeing that more and more people are doing that.
Yeah, I just paused my Paramount Plus subscription. So at the end of this month, that'll be on pause because all I'm going to be watching there, I mean, Star Trek Discovery just started up. I'll wait for that to build up and just binge it, you know? And I mean, I use it in the summer when Big Brother's on because I can watch Big Brother ad free, but I don't know. Like Paramount's one of them was just like, yeah, if I had to make a choice, you're the one that has to go. I don't need you. Like, it's just, especially I finished this past season of Halo, which we'll say I didn't love it. It was okay, but it was just like if I never get to watch Halo again, I wouldn't be sad, you know. Like,
I get it.
So that's one where I can let that go. Disney, I'm only really using it now because I'm watching X-Men, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But once that's over, what am I really using Disney for after that?
I was gonna say once they start cracking down, we're no longer connected by that.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't even remember what's coming. Oh, I guess the Marvel stuff's coming out at the end of this year. But
it's so far away.
Yeah. But that's when the crackdown is happening. They said for everybody it starts in September. So I don't know when it starts for us. We might be in that June group.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out in June.
I'll be like, yo, just log on real quick. Tell me if it lets you in.
Yeah, basically. Disney. Fuck you and that mouse. Got another trailer for you though, Mara.
On some happier news?
Yeah.
Good.
You enjoyed Black Sails, right?
Yes.
So this is a game that's based on Captain Flint.
Oh shit.
It's called Flint, Treasure of Oblivion.
I don't actually remember if I finished the last season of Black Sails.
It was on Hulu for a while. I don't know if it's still there now.
No clue.
Product not yet rated.
Okay.
I'm Captain Flint, and I chose a pirate's life. Once again, wealth was crossing my path. A good sacking plan is always the best way to recruit good sea dogs. This whole city
So there's
is
recruiting
full of
involved.
treasures and just waiting to be looted. I had it all together on land, then at sea. Obviously, nothing went as planned. Defeat was stinging. Yet it was just the beginning of our adventure, and
It was just the beginning.
It's okay. Tactical computer RPG. Kind of similar to how Baldur's Gate worked. Comes out later this year. I'm in for that one.
Flint
Yeah,
still doesn't have clean water.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They still don't.
So, sometimes you just gotta remind.
Yeah. Got one more trailer here for you, and then we'll get out of here. This is for something called Family Pack. It's on Netflix.
Family Pack?
Yep.
It's an animation?
Nope.
Oh.
C'est la nuit. Tout le village s'endort. Il y a désormais des bêtes parmi les villageois de tierce-lieu. Et en attendant d'être démasquées, elles ont désigné leur première proie.
Is this a take on Beauty and the Beast?
On joue le gain.
Or take on Jumanji.
Il a quoi comme budget, leur carnaval?
On est dans le jeu, là, c'est juste évident.
Là, on est d'accord, ils se droguent.
This is one I'm sure they'll dub it also.
Oh, yeah. But, I don't know. I kind of like watching,
Est-ce qu'il y a des bêtes en plus?
if it was like already, like they're all speaking the language, I don't mind just reading the subtitles.
What if they're the ones dubbing it? Though, like, what they use the actors to actually dub it? 'Cause that's what they do on Shogun.
That's what they do on what?
Shogun.
I don't know. That's Hulu and FX. So they might be like, no, you also do this. But I feel like Netflix would be like, no, we got a whole team in LA who will do it. Sit your pretty ass down.
Touche.
And it always, like, sometimes the voice just never fits. And I'm just like, well, this is annoying. I don't know. I feel like the only things I like watching dubbed is probably anime.
Mm-hmm.
But like live action, I don't mind just watching what they're doing and reading the subtitles, because I feel like most of the time pay attention to what they're doing as opposed to always saying.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an interesting one. But Flint seems like a game that I'll probably really get into when it comes out later on this year. I might stream that one. That seems like one that'll be a lot of fun. But
Right
folks,
up your
that'll be
alley.
it. What's that?
Said right up your alley.
Yeah. But folks, that'll be it for today's episode of the Creatia Conversation. Thank you all for joining us. Don't forget you can follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And don't forget to go over to creatiaworld.com where you can, see all the links to all the stuff we do. But if you're on facebook.com, you need to also check out our groups on Facebook. One of them being facebook.com/group/Dem Dragons. It is a group for you if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. You really like that hot D. Go ahead and check that out. Also, You all right over there?
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. If you just like dragons in general, go ahead and check that out. If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to want to go to facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. It's the official Facebook group for the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smacking It Raw podcast, featuring the Warden Matt Ritter, Vince Daddy Delgado, and Katie Kinsey Bebe every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central, I believe. Yeah, 11 Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. I'm blanking. You can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cusslott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
Always on Instagram and Twitter at Mara Shark, MARADASHARK, and also on TikTok for as long as they let us have it.
Cool. That'll be it. We'll catch y'all next week. Until then, we out.
Don't look at the solar eclipse.